What's up YouTube, Doomnyc here to give you deck profile number 2. This deck profile is going to be Infernities. I know you guys have all been waiting for that, and of course I told you that I would put this build up, so let's get started. Alright, first off we got Dark Arm Dragon. Okay, you gotta run this. Your whole entire deck is darks. You all know what he does. This is probably the best monster in the game, so yeah, you gotta use it. You just have to. Plus he removes cards from play, and I'm going to get to that later. Okay? Dark Riffer. Gotta run it. You know, he just dumps cards in the grave for you, and he can be special summoned himself. So, special summoning is the key, guys. Alright? Just keep that in mind. It's the key. 3, Infernity Archfiend. Okay? Definitely run this guy. His effect is broken. He's an 1800 beater, and basically if you draw him and you have no cards in your hand, then you can special summon him to the field, and if you special summon like that, then you bring another Infernity card from your deck to your hand. That's broken, so gotta use those. 3, Infernity Necromancer. Yeah, another, I'm pretty sure this whole entire deck is broken. Okay, basically you summon him, bam, Summon Among style. He goes to defense mode, and then if you have no cards in your hand once per turn, you get to special summon an Infernity monster from your graveyard. You can't bring him, he can't bring himself back from the graveyard, so you can't bring another Infernity Necromancer, but he can bring everything else, so yeah, broken. Okay. 2, Infernity Mirage. Okay, you gotta run this guy. I don't want to hear it. You might want to run. You might be able to run 3. I think it's too many because you don't want to draw too many of these. So it's a level 1 and will attack 0, defense 0. Okay, blah blah blah. It's not gonna stay on the field for more than one turn. You're gonna summon this guy, bam. Then you're gonna tribute him, send him to the graveyard, and special summon 2 from your graveyard. So 2 Infernity monsters for the price of 1. Special summoning. Yeah, broken, especially when all of this guy actually starts like your chain of effects, so really good. Okay, Infernity Destroyer, basically big beater, 2300 and level 6, so you know you can dump him with Grypher, and also you can bring him back from the graveyard, and he has that burn effect when you have, which is just 1600 damage. Is just ridiculous. Alright, next let's go to tuners. We got 3 Infernity Beetle. Sorry about the glare, guys. This is the main tune of the deck. You summon 1, ditch him to the graveyard to summon up to 2. So yeah, another broken card. Okay, next we got Infernity Avenger. Okay, he's not really like great when he's on the field, so that's why you're gonna want to dump him in the graveyard, because his effect, no cards in your hand, basically any Infernity monster besides himself gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Bam, you can special summon him from the graveyard to the field, so you get a tuner for free. So I think that's pretty broken, and this is my personal tech, Dark Creator. Alright, this guy's great. You're gonna be removing, you know, stuff and special summoning stuff and synchroing like crazy. Like, this deck is gonna get like 3 synchros in the field like all the time. So this guy is really broken in this deck. And by the way, just to give you guys a little tip, the first cards you're gonna want to remove with him is Infernity Mirage, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Infernity Mirage cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. His effect is so broken, so they figured, oh well, you know, let's make it so that he can't be special summoned from the graveyard. Well, guess what? We can get around that. Okay. Next, let's go to the spells. All right, 3 of these. You know, it's expensive, but you gotta run 3, or else the deck, you know, you just gotta run 3. Okay, once per turn you get to dump 1, and then whenever you want, like no cards in your hand, you can send this to the grave to special summon 2. I mean, I'm tired of saying the word broken, but that's the only word that comes to mind. Alright, 1 for 1. This is basically just for your Infernity Mirages, just to get him on the field for like really easy. But you could use it on Avenger if you really needed it. Okay, my body, you know, just for protection. Allure of Darkness. You gotta run this just because you need some type of drawing power. While you might need some type of drawing power. Plus, it removes 1 from play, and I'm gonna get to that later. 1 Vortex, just for you get to dump one and destroy stuff, so it's really good. Brain, MST, heavy, just more staples. Okay. Next we got Infernity Reflector. Basically, I'm using this because, one Infernity monster gets destroyed by battle or whatever. You chain this card, boom. The card that got destroyed gets special summoned, and then you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Obviously, you gotta have no cards in your hand. I'm gonna stop saying that because you guys gotta know that by now. This card is pretty broken, but I don't think you should use more than one. I think one is really good. Infernity Inferno. I'm only gonna use one, but I'm siding another one. But you'll see my side deck in a minute. Yeah, you dump 2 cards from your hand to dump 2 Infernity monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Just another way to get them in the grave really quick. 2 Phoenix Wind Blast. Since you want stuff in the grave, this is really good card, and you get to put something back on top of their deck. So yeah, you guys know how that works. Some more staples: Bottomless, Torrential, Solemn Mirror. Alright, and then Starlight Road. Okay, I really like this card. I wouldn't have been using it per se if I would have pulled another Infernity Barrier, but because I only pulled one, I'm gonna use this to replace the other one because it's almost as good. So yeah, this will help protect your Infernity launchers and stuff like that. Okay, Infernity Barrier. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys been sending me messages for this card. But you guys know how it works. You got an Infernity monster on the field, and you use this. This is like the Solemn Judgment for Infernities. Stops monster effects, spells, traps, everything. So yeah, this card is really broken and really good. And this, to me, is the key to my build. Return from a different dimension. Okay, this is the reason why it's the key. You're removing stuff with Dark Arm Dragon. You're removing stuff with Dark Creator, and of course you're going to remove one with Allure. Now, with all those removed from play cards, this is why it works out so good. The key is Infernity Mirage. When you use Dark Creator's effect to remove the 2 Infernity Mirages, they can't be special summoned from the graveyard, but they can be special summoned from, the remove from play part. So when you bring those guys back with this card, you're going to tribute them off for 2 more Infernity monsters each. And guess what? Those guys don't go back to being removed from play. They'll stay on your field, and then you can synchro and do whatever you want. It's really broken, and it's probably the best part about it. Alright, so that's why you're going to use that. Alright, I'm going to run through the side deck really quick. DD Crow, 2 Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Masters, Sirocco. I've explained this stuff a lot of times, guys. 2 Consecrated Lights just for the mirror match and for Black Wings. Pot of Avarice just in case you need some more draw power. You're going to be throwing everything in the grave really quick. This could be a good card to use in the main deck, but I want to keep my main deck at 40, and I think the build is really good. 1 Foolish Burial. You don't need it because stuff is getting, but just in case, for pinpoint accuracy, in case you got that Dark Arm Dragon, you might want to use that. And Giant Trunade, just for extra back row destruction. 2 Mirror Votes, 2 Deep Prison, a Golem's Emergency Call, and another Infernity Inferno. Alright, that's my side deck. Okay, I'm going to run through the synchros really quickly. Catastor, Bryonic, Goyo, Black Rose, 3 Infernity Dragon. Sorry about that glare, guys. But yeah, 3 Infernity Doom Dragon, 1 Red Dragon, 100 Eyes Dragon, Chaos King Archfiend, 3 Stardust, 1 Black Wing Dragon. Yeah, actually, I don't know if the glare is really affecting because these are all Ghost Rare. Okay, and 1 Mistworm. Alright, guys, so that was my Infernity deck. I hope you guys liked it. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, just keep commenting on my decks, guys, because I really like reading that stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace.